Good morning guys, it's February the 22nd, I'm Henry Green from London Trading Group and I'm just going to run through what I'm looking for the coming trading day. So starting with Eurodollar, okay, so we've held quite nicely down here at 111.20. This was the level that I quite liked, to be fair, and as expected it's kind of pushed back out to this custom moving average that we talked about in Friday's session. So I think what we could do here, so this was a break for me, and I think that this is quite a nice little bottoming out sequence, and I think you could see this potentially rally now. You have pulled back into the buy zone on the day, and that actually leads me higher. So if we go through sort of, I think if you go back through 111, 110.80, then I think that this then trades sharply lower. But I think at the moment it just looks like there's something about this that I like to just hold here, and I think it just pops and goes through. So certainly up through 111.35, I'll be a buyer at 45s, I think, up to 60 and then up to 112.20. So I'll certainly be looking to do that on the top side, and with my final target being sort of up towards 111.80. I think that's probably quite a good target for the euro dollar. So I think you could see that rally. If not, I think the sell-off, you can be certain that the sell-off will ensue should you get a close through sort of 10.80, as that's quite a good level as well. So through 10.80, I think you then got to target 110.25. So it could just be the fact that the pullback's done now and the euro then sells off. So set up for both ways for that one. Okay, so huge bearish gap on cable. This was caused by Boris Johnson coming out and saying that he was backing a Brexit. Obviously, the referendum's been decided now for the 23rd of June. So we're going to have uncertainty in the pound up until then. So you've got potential rate hike, volatility, and then also you've got this Brexit fears as well now, which could cause volatility with the pound. But we're at a good level of support down here at 142.40. So should we get back down, I'd certainly be looking to buy this again. I think the D looks like it's off a little bit more, so it's down towards 141.10. So I've got a level down at 142, but then it looks like the door's open. So we were seeing a bit of a rally in the pound, but we're certainly down at the lows now as well. So I think maybe if you get any sort of inkling that this could go bid again today, I think that's probably a fairly safe play down at 142.50, and then I'll be looking to take that all the way back up to sort of the range highs of, excuse me, up at 144. So that's what we're going to be looking at through 144, 145. The thing is with that bearish gap, obviously, I mean, you can play the gap fill, so we could get a good fill on that one as well. So that could be the reason for that one. Dollar yen looks nice again now. I think that this could trade lower. You've not pulled back to the 38, and you've hit the 112 nearly to the pip. So I think a pull back into 113.40 is quite an easy trade. Let's have a look if there's any levels of support resistance in there. 114 is my next level up. So 113.40, I suggest it gets there at least. We're on the second fib up. So if we just put that one in there, that would have been the D hit. So we're going to look for this one now, and that lines at 113.40. So we might get a pullback and then we rally back up to 113.40. It looks like it's going to do that, and I think should you get any sort of pullback into sort of 112.20s, 112.70, 80 area, I think that probably a buy in there is probably quite a good zone. Take it up to 113.40, and then once again I'll be a seller of this one, and I think that one does look nice on the daily, quite nice on the short side. Dollar CAD I think looks like it could roll over as well. We've just had this kind of slow pullback. We've kind of had a rejection. We're still holding quite nicely on the 8. We have already tested that, so I think that this one could just roll over as well. I've not actually got the down. I have got the down fibs in there. Okay, so we had the pullback to the 38 complete. We're down at the 127 again now, and I think that this could just roll over with a final target down at 135.10. So that could, yeah, I mean, I've got level down at 135.90 first. I assume that that's this low down here. Okay, so 135.90 is my first target. And then we'll be looking down sort of 135 as I think the lower boundaries of that one. Aussie and the Kiwi are both at the top of their respective ranges. You've got Aussie bang at the top of that one, up at 71.90, and I do like this up here. So as soon as I get a 5-minute lower high with this one, I'll be looking to sell this. You've got to play the range until it proves to you that it wants to break out of it, and I think you've got to play 70.70 and 71.90. So certainly be a buyer down at 70.70. I favour the long side in this anyway, and if you do get a pop through 90, I think it goes to 72.60 and then 72.95. So that's what I'm looking for Aussie, and I think that lines quite nicely up with that. Yes, I mean the pop's going to happen at some point. It's just whether or not it happens today. Absolutely could do, and then I think you'd quickly go and take on 72.90. I think that's probably quite a good target for the Aussie dollar should it pop through. Otherwise, I'd be a seller up here. Kiwi's the same. You kind of rallied into we've got 66.75. I've got that as a good level up there as well. You've had a few rejections in there in the past, and through that, then you've got to look to 67, and the top side of that range being 67.50. So again, this one could just pop through again, and we could be trading higher than this one, but at the moment you've got to play it by its range. So we are looking for a sell up here somewhere. So yeah, it looks pretty interesting. I think you could get a bit of a rally in the pound. I think that bearish gap needs to be filled. So you could see a pound rally across the board. I mean, there have been huge gaps in things like this. Pound CAD gaps, how many points? 198.20 down to 196.90. So a good old gap in that one as well. So yeah, it just looks like it will probably go and have a crack at, I think, probably filling them at some point today. So that's what I'm going to look for. If it's not today, then I think that pound rallies eventually, and I'll be looking for that as well. So that's my quick roundup, guys. I hope that's been useful. As I said, click subscribe to never miss a market video again. I'll be back tomorrow with more videos, and have a good day trading. Thanks very much.